To the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks.
And Winston lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not seeing it happen.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 127 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running for the shotgun with Drake. Now Drake loses the football. And who's got it? The Giants!
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Jones.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, it's Drake. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here's Winston.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
If you were me,
and he
you
will
do
bring
this
it
too.
back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Oh, wow.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Here's Drake one more time on second down.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On third down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Azeez Ojulari has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Akers.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll look to run with Akers. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Cam Akers, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few.
And Winston lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Azeez Ojulari
in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. With it is Jackson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
This is Barkley.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Broken tackle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it is 28-0.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Kicking out of bounds.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Final play of the half here. Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Able to push his way through, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop. Running again with Barkley on second down. Barkley a first down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That good for 22 and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And we pause a moment here because wide receiver Kenny Golladay still down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
And some room to roam now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Working out of the gun. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On the give, this is Drake. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Winston now. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Azeez Ojulari racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
After the sack on 1st down, Winston, open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Fights through him. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. The point after is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. That time a 9-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively, as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Off play action. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Let's go.
Back now at FedEx Field. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. A first down and more for Drake. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Azeez Ojulari racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 3rd and long for Winston. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And running with power here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake. Jones. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work. And being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. It's complete to Drake. Touchdown, Washington. Kenyon Drake. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 38, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
38 yards.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Washington offense going back to work. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A first down throw for Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 32 on the play. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Shane Zimenez.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Winston under pressure. They got him again.
Azeez Ojulari.
What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And Winston lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Here we go.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
New York's offense back out there and set to go as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Jones off the play fake. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that is Allen.
And now it appears that the referee's been advised to give a review, and this being...
We got this.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Jones now. Off play action.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Another try for Barkley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. On the other side, they've had trouble stopping him not only on the ground but through the air. He's hit the century mark running the ball. He's approaching that receiving it.
I'm starting to think, Brandon, we're going to have to start judging running backs by a little bit different standard, and we know the gold standard now is 1,000 yards running the football. But I think we got to start looking at all-purpose yards, yards from scrimmage. That's probably a better measure of what you're getting from these backs, because look at the game we're getting here. He's run it well, but overall his damage has been done catching it.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if that will continue. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Let's go.
New
York ready to go again offensively. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
The referee's been buzzed.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Jones.
Open man right side is Tony.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They got 29 yards that time.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.